Well, hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, today is still the 3rd of August. Um, gonna answer a question, and I don't know who it was that asked off of the channel, and I'm pretty sure it's somebody that that has come over from hearing some of my stuff on the How to Hunt channel with Steve Isdall. But a question was asked about what are twinkle lights, and I've addressed this before, and I know I got some new subscribers from How to Hunt, and thank you for coming to the channel. Uh, Let me first start by saying I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I'm here to share my experiences. And, so that's the reason for my channel. And I share a lot of my thoughts and ideas and what I think might be going on. But the bottom line behind it is, there are no experts in this field. But with the amount of time that I've got out here in the field with boots on the ground, I've come to learn a few things, but everything I learn, I get probably 100 more questions that I have. So anyway, the question that was asked, what are twinkle lights? And the simple answer to that is I don't know. That's what we call them. I believe what it is part of their energy. Uh, I don't know, but what I can tell you, I have physically seen out here with my own eye is one of the forest people going from a full solid into what they call cloaked, and I hate cloaked, but that's what people use, so there it is. But I saw him go from full solid to a cloak to this little itty bitty twinkle light and fade into absolutely nothing. Um, Twinkle lights are just that. They're like little bright LEDs that'll pop on and pop off, and they're various different colors. I've seen blue and green and red and white and yellow, and last night I actually saw a purple one. And I do believe that's the first time I've actually seen a purple one. Um, but they're real tiny and they're extremely bright, and typically they pop on and pop off. And sometimes it's like, did I see that? Oh, here we go with the camera again. It's like, did I see that? Well, yeah, I saw it. And when there's a couple of us out here, and we see them at the same time. It's just validation. Um, but so the bottom line is, I don't know what the twinkle lights are. We hypothesize, make theories. Very expensive words for a guess. Um, so that's all we can do is guess. And is it tied to the forest people? Absolutely, 100%. And man, my camera just keeps jumping in and out of focus. So that's that's the best answer I can give you is I don't know. But it's just little itty bitty bright, looks like an LED, pops on and pops off. Once in a while, they'll stay on for a little while. I've seen them drift around for as long as, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But typically, it's just a pop pop. They're on and they're off. Um, so that's the best answer that I can give you for that of what is a twinkle light. Um, and I know you guys have a lot of questions, and I have no problem answering the questions. But I've stated this in a lot of videos, and I know I got new members, and it's hard to take the time to go back in the archives and watch this stuff. But I address everything that I experience out here, Yeah, if I know what it is, I'll tell you what it is. If I don't know what it is, I'll straight out tell you I have no idea. Yeah, and there's a lot of this that we have no idea. Um, but when it happens over and over and over and over, and we start seeing patterns, it's just the nature of the beast to come up with theories and hypothesize what's going on. Uh, so that's the best answer I can give you on that. If you guys have questions, feel free to email me. This camera, Arizona Squatch one, number one, not the word one. Arizona Squatch one at outlook.com. Um, you can contact me anytime you have questions. I'll do the best I can to answer them. I don't check that email, but probably once a week. Um, but yeah, I'm more than willing to to chat with anybody and answer questions to the best of my ability. Oh, this camera just keeps going in and out. Um, I'm gonna address a couple other things about what Chris and I experienced last night. Because there's just so much that it's hard to pull it right off the top of your head, and sometimes it's just want to touch on the bullet points of some of the big things that happened. But we're talking about the one that was off the side of the tree, right here by us, that was cloaked. Um, got a lot of twinkle lights from in there, and different flashes of light. Not real big, not real bright, but just some flashes. And he lit up his eyes, green eye glow. And there's about 6 other locations in the area last night, including in the area where that really big one was at, that we got eye glow. So I think it was at least 7 or 8 different times that that they lit their eyes up for us. And for those of you who don't know, they do have the ability to bioluminesce their eyes, and typically it's green. A couple of times I've seen red. But what it looks like is, the little glow sticks, you snap them and they start glowing the green. It's that kind of a fluorescent green. I mean, it's identical to that green glow, except you got eyeballs that are about that big and they're glowing green, and so it's not a chem light, and sometimes you'll only see we'll see one, but that's because they're just peeking out from behind a tree, and but yeah, so we had quite a bit of eye glow last night. A little more than what I would consider the normal. So just a little more touching on last night. It was just an incredible night, and like Chris said, when I walked over there, for the new people on here, I have absolutely zero fear of the forest people. I have developed a level of trust, and it's a mutual trust, and I know they're not going to do anything to harm me. They would just leave the area if they got aggravated with me, but I'd walked over there, and like he said, it was like stepping into a meat locker, and I immediately was like, "Oh my God," and I stood over there for a few minutes, and I just couldn't take the cold anymore. So I walked back over, and that's when I told Chris, I said, "I'm freezing. It's ice cold over there. You need to walk over there and see it. See if it's really going on or if it's just something with me." And so Chris walked over there, and well, you heard his story on it. It was ice cold, and we called it a night because I had to get him in my sleeping bag to warm up, and it literally took me a while to warm up. I was frozen to the bone. But anyway, I'm coming up on the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to call this one quits for now. I'll try and get another one made. to go over what happens tonight, if anything happens, and we'll take it from there. So, as always, I love each and every one of you. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I know I babble a lot, but thank you very much. And I want you all to please stay safe, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Peace out.